I am really getting more than tired of this DMCA nonsense, but I feel compelled to give a little heads up on the latest drama. Again, I am making a conscious effort from using any footage by my opponents. But as shown by the latest attack on my channel, not using an opponent's content won't stop them from DMCAing the video. Right off the bat, in this video I will be showing emails that KJK sent to me, and before anyone wants to try any funny business claiming that I abused his privacy, I'd like to point out that KJK showed his own messages in his latest video himself. Here's the link, go see it for yourself. And before I begin, I would like to clear up a couple of things. First, contrary to what KJK claims in his video, I did not post a picture of a perceived opponent's home on the web. He's referring to when I used a screen cap of one of Luke Coyote San Jose's uploads, in which he filmed a video of geese flying past his neighborhood and synced it to the audio from my C-130 video. What the f***? Opponents are fond of falsely accusing me of publishing their personal information, but in reality, never have I posted any personal information that the said opponents had not already published themselves. And second, KJK also claims that I show my contact info and street scenes in some of my videos. This is false. The only contact info that I've ever shown is my email address, and whenever I shoot near my house, I go to great lengths to make sure that there is nothing therein that can be used to identify my postal address. That said, on to the topic of today's video. As you already know, on January 17th, 2014, both my WhiteJarrah account and the Jarrah White account were terminated because of false DMCAs filed by kaleljordankent and Vincent McConnell. Of course, these individuals filed their DMCAs on separate days to ensure that I would get 3 strikes. At the time, my WhiteJarrah account already had some counter notifications pending for the first video that was falsely DMCA'd by KJK. And so my account was due to be reinstated within 5 days. With just 2 days left for him to sue me, I received an email from kaleljordankent. After all the times he harassed me online, vandalized my content, attempted to cast aspersions on my ethics, trolled Ralph Renee, tried to justify all this by calling it satire, and then played the victim when YouTube removed his abuse, after all that, I just can't bring myself to give him the undeserved attention of reading out his email. Viewers are welcome to pause the video and read it out themselves. And remember, KJK published this himself. In his email, kaleljordankent denied it was him who published my personal docs, claimed he had been in communication with his legal department, and claimed he had no intention of suing me and instead wanted to form a truce against censoring people's videos. My response is as follows. Mr. Kent, firstly, it is clear to me from your various uploads and comments that you are probably S-Vector. You have used many of his tactics, and during the credits of some of your videos, showed his Joe Rogan forum avatar while playing the rap music lyrics, "Remember me now." Furthermore, you have praised him a few times in your videos. S-Vector posted pictures of my house, parentheses, copied from Google Maps, close parentheses, on YouTube before his account was terminated. That said, I do not trust your claim about my personal information, but I will make an annotation stating that you deny publishing it. If you are sincere, then it was either Phil Webb or McConnell. Secondly, I demand to be put in touch with your legal department. I doubt you have any such department. If you did, they would have informed you that you have no claims to any of the videos that you illegally DMCA'd. 3 of the 4 videos contain screen caps of your uploads in which you vandalized my footage. That footage is my copyright, you did not get my permission to use it, and what you did with it was not fair use. If anyone's copyright was violated, it was mine. The odd video out only showed screen caps of your Bill Casing discredited video for about 2 seconds. And all I did was comment on how hostile you and others are, and in doing so showed the attack videos. Your legal department would have also informed you that your photo manipulations were illegal, especially the picture of my face cut and pasted onto a vagina. If I do not hear from your legal department within 24 hours of my sending this email, I will conclude that you have no legal department. Thirdly, if you are sincere about looking for a sense of fair play and do not wish to see the voices of the hoax theory silenced, then I suggest you do the following. First, retract every single one of your false DMCAs. Second, remove every video in which you vandalize pictures of hoax opponents, living or deceased, or just generally attacked them on a very personal level. That includes your avatar with my face, cut and pasted onto a Jawa. If you must make video replies to hoax claims, then do it in the style of your Big Muley video. Sincerely, Jarrah White. KJK ignored my demands and claimed his legal department had determined that he was in his rights. I never heard from his legal department, and so I conclude that he has none. For that reason, I did not bother responding to his lies. The very next day, my account was reinstated on January 22nd. 3 days later, KJK filed another false takedown on January 25. These are not the actions of a man who does not wish to see the voices of the hoax theory silenced. I find it amusing how in his latest video, kaleljordankent claimed that my response to his second email was filing what he calls a bogus terms of service violation filed on 3 of his videos. First of all, those videos were pulled on January 27th, 2 days after his latest DMCA attack. And second of all 3 of those videos were created to harass me by trolling my deceased friend Ralph Renee, telling lies about him to others, and posting photo manipulations of his face, including an image of his face cut and pasted onto the body of a Nazi soldier photographed with Hitler. It is ironic that he can liken his perceived enemies to Nazis when the Saturn V and various other NASA rockets were in fact built by Nazis. Counter notifications for WhiteJarrah are still pending, one of which is overdue. It's possible that KJK has lied to YouTube. If my account is not reinstated, I will be subpoenaing YouTube for everything KJK has sent them. As for my third Jarrah White account, it was reinstated on January 31st. The very next day, Vincent McConnell, aka yesiamawizardjonny, filed another false takedown and got it suspended again. This latest DMCA attack is unequivocally just that, an attack. The video contained not one frame of McConnell's content, not one frame, no video clip, no audio sample, not even a screen cap of a thumbnail of his content. McConnell then resorted to extortion by sending me the following email. It doesn't need to be said that you have been under heavy DMCA attacks for over a month now, with no signs of relent. I should point out the reason why this is happening. For years, you have yourself gone around with impunity, up to this point, taking down videos which done nothing more than debunk your scientific argument. Someone had to stand up to you eventually, and after I began filing DMCAs, others decided they found the motivation and the encouragement to do the same thing. I guess you could call my cooperation with KJK on these matters a conspiracy. DMCA faker? However, since you are going around on the internet making demands and generally acting like a hostile fool, it is clear to more than just me these DMCAs have hit you on a mental level. You want my demand, my ultimatum? Leave YouTube forever and don't come back. If you do that, I will cease to assault your videos, channels, or materials from now until the end of time. You must, of course, remove all your videos and all your accounts. You can use Vimeo or Dailymotion or whatever, but if you don't leave YouTube, we won't stop what we're doing. And of course, because this email will probably be evidence in court if you ever decide to put your money where your mouth is, I should point out that what I am doing is legal because you are using my material and all that works without my permission. KJK tried reasoning with you, and that's a very admirable thing that he did. Unfortunately, I am more of a cynical prick than he is, and I don't usually have time to play Mr. Nice Guy. Hope it was worth it for you, Jarrah. Enjoy your down channels and consider my ultimatum. Vincent DMCA Guru McConnell. The first paragraph in his email is false. The people I DMCA'd debunked nothing, and their videos were not protected under fair use. In fact, they were more character assassination than anything else. One video, for example, implied that I should not be left unattended in an art gallery with a can of spray paint and showed pictures of me whilst making that baseless accusation. Then there was that photo manipulation of my face that Dr. Lois Ross falsely claimed was an original painting, which many propagandists have used to try and get around my copyright while harassing me. I've already mentioned the more hostile photo manipulations by KJK on more occasions than I can care to remember. If someone took a photo of yourself that you owned and pasted it onto a vagina or whatever, you would be perfectly legitimized in asking YouTube to remove it by DMCA or Terms of Service complaint. And the penultimate paragraph is an out-and-out lie. His latest DMCA attack was filed on a video that used nothing of his. And just to be perfectly clear, I have no intention of leaving YouTube and will not be giving in to his extortion demands.
You can take your offer.
Don't bother, Stacey. He's a psychopath.
Perhaps what is even more revealing than his extortion demands were the messages that he posted in the comments of one of his videos attempting to legitimize his illegal actions. This DMCA stuff is just something that I enjoy doing to get back at a sociopathic narcissist who thinks he can do the same thing with impunity. This is so revealing. He files DMCAs just for the fun of it. If a judge saw this comment, I wouldn't even need to say a thing in court. Even if my past DMCAs were illegal, which they were not, that would not make it okay for someone else to file DMCAs on my videos purely out of enjoyment. Two wrongs do not make a right.